In the news tonight, Nigeria Labour Congress suspends street protests, reviews nationwide protests. Journalists condemn attacks on colleagues, advocate effective security for colleagues on duty. Plus, stakeholders deliberate on best ways to implement Oronsai report. A very good evening to you. Welcome to NTA Benin Main News. I am Ubehi Utobo Aprasai. The Nigerian Labour Congress has suspended street protests after holding an emergency NEC meeting, which reviewed the success of the first day. It described the protests as successful, thus attained the key objective of the two-day protest on the first day. However, the NEC resolved to continue the protests tomorrow with simultaneous press conferences across all the state councils of the Congress holding, including the national headquarters. It also reaffirmed and extended the 7 days ultimatum by another 7 days, which now expires on the 13th day of March 2024, within which the government is expected to implement all the earlier agreement of the second day of October 2023 and other demands presented to the National Assembly during today's nationwide protest, after which NEC will meet to decide the next line of action. Meanwhile, the Nigerian Labour Congress has commended the professional conduct of security personnel during its nationwide protests. President of the union, Joseph Ajaero, gave the commendation at a press conference in Abuja after the NLC National Executive Council meeting reviewed the general conduct of the protests. He said reports across the country indicate that the security formations provided cover for the protesting workers, which was instrumental to the peaceful industrial action across the country.
In fact, even the police and security agencies, that of Kano, issued a statement commending our own conduct. Yes. It was such a symbiotic, relationship that produced and that ensured that a new Nigerian is possible. For the Nigerian police, the DSS, their conduct, as far as yesterday's performance was above board.
Ajaero added that the protest was a success as the union and its allies were able to pass a message to the government on the state of the nation. They said the union is ready to continue engaging government to ensure that the demands is submitted to the National Assembly and agreements reached with the organized labor on October 2nd, 2023 are addressed before the new 14 days ultimatum. The media is the fourth estate of the realm, and members of this estate who ensure that the public is fed with needed information should be protected. This was the view of guests Tony Abolo and Bishop Osadolo Uche when they featured on this week's edition of Midweek Connect to discuss two major issues: safety of journalists and the NLC protests. Jennifer Kabi has details.
According to this veteran journalist, Mr. Tony Abolo, every profession has its own risk, and that includes journalism. He said that the NUJ should be on guard and should issue warnings that journalists in every event must be protected. He also suggested that they reach out to security organizations who will offer special protections to journalists and their tools.
First thing to think of in this profession is to think of insurance. You must insure the individual and insure the equipment. And we just go like empty-headed people into crisis. And that's what happened.
Another guest on the program, a journalist and a human rights activist, Bishop Osadolo Uche, opines that there are laws against violence and injuring of persons, which will go a long way in guaranteeing the safety of journalists. He added that such laws must not be compromised.
There's a law against violence. There's a law against injuring of person. And there are consequences. How many years you should go to prison for such offense? But unfortunately, Nigerians compromise it.
The guests also spoke on the Nigerian Labour Congress NLC protest, where it was asserted that bad governance is one of the issues that led to the protest.
We're not running from pillar to post. Oh, it is fuel. Oh, it is cement. It is this. Please, for heaven's sake, can we get down to the bottom of how do you govern a country? And I'll give you a major question. Price is always an issue when you're dealing with an economy. Price. Our price sometimes is set up by greed. There is no reason for Gary to go as expensive as it is. Gary is not imported. You don't put $1 inside Gary, but Gary is going up.
The farmers, who is encouraging them? Are they getting loan, soft loan, or encouragement to be able to go to the farm? The roads are bad. Now that they loaded tomatoes, loaded onions, loaded carrot, loaded yam, loaded Santana, and what do you call it now, plantain, on their way coming, the vehicle entered the ditch and the offside, the whole load got spoiled. A broad shortage to the person. How does he go back to the market?
Another edition of the program, Midweek Connect, comes up next week Wednesday. Stay tuned. In Benin, Jennifer Kabi, NTA News.
And streamlining the duplication of agencies and departments for better functionality, capacity, competence, and cost-cutting measures by President Bola Tinubu's administration has been commended. This was by guests on Good Morning Nigeria while discussing how best to implement the Oronsai report. Ibrahim Bello Gunda reports.
The Oronsai's report seeks to merge and streamline agencies and commissions whose responsibilities are duplicated as well as scrap order. Guests in Good Morning Nigeria say if properly implemented will save cost and enhance governance. They commended the present administration for the paradigm shift and political will to implement the report, which seeks to, among others, focus on functionality, productivity, and cut the cost of governance.
Each ministry or each agency is always asking for capital projects here and there. So it means by the time you bring them together, you match some, you subsume some, or you scrap some, that line of cost will disappear.
The luck we have in Nigeria, we have a president who is who is bold, who is committed, and who wants to do the right thing. So what we need to do is that we have to put up administrative processes to ensure that we can actually support the president to achieve his goals.
They, however, expressed concern over disparity in salary structures, cadre, promotion, assessment, and salary of agencies and commission to be merged or scrapped.
It is a duty for government to look at in this process of streamlining things, to look at the salary disparities in all the agencies of government, up to the all government institutions. If I go to school and I have a degree, let's say in chemical engineering, and I happen to find myself in any of the agencies of government, I should really not suffer salary disparity with my counterpart who is working for another government agency. There should be a way of bridging all these gaps.
The process should not be a mere intervention, a flash in the pan, that, okay, we are going to implement or say, What we needed is a seamless governance reform process that this will be a part of. And if we don't get that, then there is a problem. Because as government, the executive will continue to tie the system, the National Assembly will continue to lose the system, as you pointed out, with so many bills.
The guests were also unanimous on the need to go beyond the Oronsai report while calling for scrutiny as a result of current economic realities when establishing more agencies and commissions. In Abuja, Ibrahim Bello Gunda, NTA News.
Remember that we stream live and you can be part of the news online via our YouTube channel, NTA Benin. You can also reach out to the newsroom on any breaking news and happenings in Edo State via the number displayed on your screen. You can send WhatsApp messages to that same number. And now let's take a break. We have more reports shortly. Please stay with us.
Next time you visit the ancient city of Benin, 2 things will excite you: the warmth and welcome of its people, and of course, the class and style of its hospitality business. Rendeki Gold, home of hospitality like no other, located in one of the most serene environments in the ancient city, truly classy and exquisite with world-class facilities, fully equipped digital multipurpose hall with life-size, ultra-high definition LED screen, 180 square meters king-size swimming pool with bubble bath, enough to leave you breathless. The exotic Ariel's Bistro and Grill restaurant with variety of continental dishes, especially some of the rarest delicacies you can find in town. Fact is, a visit will truly convince you that we are gold. Rendeki Gold is the gold wing of the prestigious Rendeki Royal Hotel at 6 Uhenoyi Street off Ihama and Boundary Roads, GRA Benin City. www.rendekihotels.com. Rendeki Gold, our hospitality is go.
They know the tell person, oh, everybody must to see with their eyes, oh, Oye Technical Generator Shopping Mall, the headquarters for generator matter. You do well as you make it easy for everybody to get generator. Whether a small one as my pocket reach or Perkins and Mikano generator, all answer present for Oye Technical. For quality generators for borehole, air conditioners, office, business or personal use, then full ground. All our generators come with correct spare parts and for better price. We still get grinding machine, pepper mill, sewing machines, lawnmower, borehole pumping machine. How many I go fit talk? Come take your IC for the generator headquarters. Oye Technical Limited, number 79, 81, 83 Mission Road for Benin and all other Oye Technical branches. Oye Technical Limited, affordable quality generators for everybody.
Audio Jungle. West Spring University inaugural lecture. The Vice Chancellor, West Spring University, Benin City, Edo State, Nigeria, Professor Isaac Rotimi Ajayi, cordially invites you to the university's first inaugural lecture. Theme: Rethinking and Repositioning Nigeria's Tax System, Panacea for Nigeria's Public Debt Time Bomb. To be delivered by Professor Eina Okpara under the District Chairmanship of Professor Isaac Rotimi Ajayi, the Vice Chancellor, West Spring University, Benin City, Edo State, Nigeria. Date 29 February 2024. Time 2 p.m. Venue: West Spring University Multipurpose Hall. All guests are to be seated by 1 p.m. Signed, Professor Patrick Oihena, Registrar.
This is not just a hotel. It's a resort, a place where luxury, class, and hospitality meets. It's not just four walls. It's a reinvention. It's an idea that relaxation should be brilliant. We offer world-class services that makes the experience unforgettable. Edo Heritage Hotel, you can't get it better.
I have heard of a land.
Exit of an icon, the families of Ewune of Idumoda for Ukuni of Uromis and Notice Local Government of Edo State and Knighthood Order of St. Paul, KSP Romicron Council, announced the funeral ceremony of their beloved husband, father, grandfather, brother, father-in-law, and uncle, late Dr. Julius Osenelu Ewune, KSP, age 68. Final arrangements, 29 February to 24, 4 p.m. Video mass at the Airwinners Family Residence, Urumi, Edo State. Number 6, Airwinner Lane off Ojama Street, Urumi. First match, 8 a.m. 9 a.m. State at the Airwinner Family's Residence. At 11 a.m. Prayer mass at St. Ignatius Catholic Church, Uzegwa, Ifadio, Urumi. Interment follows immediately at the Airwinner Family Residence. Second match, 12 noon, social dance at Ugbidi Learning Center opposite Agba Grammar School, Urumi, Edo State. Third match, 9 a.m. Thanksgiving Mass at St. Ignatius Catholic Church, Uzegwa, Efandion, Urumi. He is survived by wife, Mrs. Madeline Ewune, 7 children, grandchildren, brothers, sisters, and a host of other relations. May his soul rest in peace. Amen. Signed, family.
And
Thank you for staying with us. Senate has passed the bill on the control of small arms and light weapons in Nigeria. The bill provides for the establishment of a center that would coordinate and implement activities aimed at combating the proliferation of small arms and light weapons. The bill forwarded from the House of Representatives for concurrence is in tandem with the United Nations, AU and ECOWAS Convention and other international instruments and protocols in small arms and light weapons. Meanwhile, senators approved the removal of Chief Executive of the Federal Competition and Consumers Protection Commission, FCCPC, Babatunde Erukera, as requested by the President and in accordance with the Act establishing the Commission. And now to education. 128 students of St. Anthony Academy, Benin City, have had a first-hand knowledge of how television broadcasting station operates. The students were on educational visits to NTA Benin transmitting station, Naduwawa. Elizabeth Omoko reports.
The students were taken to various sections, including the newsroom, master control room, transmission room, and the studio, where the NTA staff broadened their knowledge on how news and programs are produced and transmitted to their homes.
So once you capture the sound with this, you can control it from your audio mixer inside the MCR. So to avoid echo, you pad your wall. So the wall will now absorb any sound.
If there's any problem with either the video mixer or the audio mixer, it is not the transmission director that solves the problem. It is the engineer.
The students say that the excursion has changed their mindset about what broadcasting entails.
There are people that cast news and expose news to the world are called newscasters. Those that write news and find out news are called journalists.
I learned about 2 aspects in the studio, 2 important items or equipment. The microphone, which is for sounds, and the camera, which is for visual or pictures.
I also learned something about the antenna, which is 450 feet high in height, and I also learned about the studio.
Soft news are things that are soft, like when you have news is something new, like in the television. And there are 2 types of news, soft and hard news.
The studio is a place where the newscaster perform their duty. In the studio, they have 2 types of microphone, which are the lip ear and the boom microphone.
For the teachers, the importance of the excursion in the academic pursuit of the students cannot be overemphasized.
I decided to bring our children down to NTA because we've seen some wonderful work that NTA they are doing. So we decided to take the children down here to learn 1 or 2 things. Those things that we are teaching them in the classroom, to see it practical.
NTA is a national television, and I believe they will have the best equipment. That is one of the reasons why we brought our students here. And for what we have seen so far, it has been marvelous.
St. Anthony Academy, with the motto Walk and Pray, has a nursery, primary, and secondary school sessions. It is located at number 5 Lucky Ezewole Street, Ogekwa, off Benin Auchi Road, Benin City, Edo State. In Benin, Elizabeth Omoko, NTA News.
We'll take another break. When we return, we have sports in the concluding segment of the news. Please stay.
Christ Chosen Church of God International announced the glorious home call of our beloved Apostle John Okike at 77. Obsequies, Monday 26 February, service of songs at the Central Cathedral, Benin Agbo Road, Benin City. Tuesday 27 February, body leaves Benin City, Edo State to Amaju Mortuary, Amanato, Isu in Onitsha Local Government Area, Ebonyi State. Wednesday 28th, body leaves Amaju Ungbom Mortuary, Amanato, Isu, Onitsha Local Government Area, Ebonyi State for funeral service and interment. Choristers from the east to future. Also, all the ministers and officers to join in the funeral service and interment. Saturday, 2nd March at 12 noon, social dance at Christ Chosen Group of Schools Field, Central Cathedral, Kilometer 8, Benin Agbo Road, Ohove Quarters, Benin City. Sunday, 3rd March 2024, outing service at Christ Chosen Church of God, Central Cathedral, Kilometer 8, Benin Agbo Road, Benin City. Signed, Apostle Dr. M.W. Okpani, Assistant Secretary General.
You want to jolly, you want to bedu, it's time to jolly, come make we enjoy. Didi Dynasty is a place for the big boys, big and top notch. Many things they happen, from Monday to Sunday, every day na jolly. World class events Saturday, rooftop bar, good lounge, black lounge, nightclub, live band, DJ, comedians and musicians. All of the yappa hits, all kind of food, all kind of drinks, barbecue, potaki, shawarma, pizza, meals, popcorn, ice cream, and game house. You go swim tired, children's paradise, game house. Oh yeah, what thing they do, the nice is the best entertainment. You want to jolly, you want to bedu, it's time to jolly, come make we enjoy. Welcome to Didi Dynasty, another arm of Hotel Doris Day Limited, the pride of Edo State.
Royal announcement, celebration of life. It is with immense gratitude and deep reverence to God that we announce the passing and the celebration of the full and fulfilled life of our beloved Princess Comfort Onyinesi Ediawa Oboigba, nay Eweka. At the remarkable age of 104, she was the last surviving child of late King Eweka II of the Great Benin Kingdom and the oldest member of the royal family. Her demise is deeply felt by all. She is survived by the Benin royal family, which includes 1 child, 13 grandchildren, and 26 great-grandchildren. Burial arrangement, Friday 1st March 2024, Ekenaka, 8 p.m. Tindan, line and state at a residence number 6, Jemide Street of Giwamu Street of Epachoji, Benin City. Saturday 2nd March 2024, Agbado, interment, family only. Monday 4th March 2024, Ekioba, Iwaini, family right, 8 p.m. Tindan, Wakekeep. Tuesday 5th to Thursday 7th March, family right. Friday 8th March, Ekioba, 3 p.m. Izahwe, 8 p.m. Tindan, Wakekeep. Saturday 9th to Monday 11th March, family right. Tuesday 12th March, Ekioba, Isuto. Wednesday 13th to 14th Thursday March, family right. Friday 15th March, Eke, 8 p.m. Tindan, Wakekeep. Saturday 16th March, Ekioba, Isuerafwa. Signed, family.
Yes, so. All the way straight to Mama Miracle. Yes, so. Yes, so. For quality tester material, I say, come Mama Miracle. You need them pleasure shrepi. You know what disappoint you. No be lie.
See clarity, see plenty ashwebi for Mama Miracle Store. EJ, Mama Miracle Store. This one too much oh. See all kind of waxy, whether na London wax, Nigerian wax, high target, Hollandese, brocade, Kampala, lacy, yasek be hair tie. All day oh, whether for 1 by 1 retail or for plenty boku buy of wholesale. Mama Miracle Store, we get all boku. Make you come collect her now. No need to the holla say I want ashwebi. Now only 20 I see. I not see reach 50. Foul. Mama Miracle Store. You don't get her now. Any kind design where you want it. Any amount of number where you want it. Mama Miracle Store get them. Make you waka enter. See them sit down for the head office 211 Motala Muhammad Way. The story building where they near Ekiosa for 30 Sekula. Mama Miracle Store. This one a big miracle.
Thank you for staying with us. President Bola Tinubu has paid a condolence visit to the family of the late Ondo State Governor, Oluwarotimi Akeredolu. The president, in company of the state governor, Lucky Ayedatiwa, his deputy and the former APC national chairman, Bisi Akande, were in Owo, the hometown of the former governor, where he visited the widow, children, and some other relatives of the deceased. President Tinubu comforted the Mrs. Betty Anyanwu Akeredolu and urged her to remain strong with solace in the legacy of her late husband. Earlier, the president visited Olowo of Owo, Oba Ajibade Abijebi Ogunoye, where he was received by members of the Ondo State Council of Traditional Rulers. Olowo of Owo thanked the president for his visit and promised the support of the traditional rulers for his administration. And now to sports. Ijoma Peter Wante is our guide.
Delegates from different countries of Africa are in Abuja for a week-long annual congress of the Organization of Military Sports in Africa, which focuses on fostering unity in Africa through sports. The upcoming African Military Games in Abuja and the re-election of Nigeria's Major General Mekano Abdullahi as the president are also top on the agenda at the meeting, which was declared open by the Minister of Defense, Mohammed Badaru Abubakar.
Avenues such as this General Assembly needs to be continuously created to facilitate mutual interaction among personnel.
We are going to have a week-long fruitful discussion and programs that will move the organization forward.
Super Falcons head coach Randy Waldrum has assured that his team will strive to be more efficient and clinical in converting their chances as they look ahead to the clash between Nigeria and South Africa in the final phase of qualification in April.
We would overcome South Africa. Of course, there is a strong side. Every team is a strong side. Football is developing in every country, so we are not underrating anybody.
Still on football, Powak of Greece club has confirmed that Super Eagles captain William Troost-Ekong has had a successful surgery in Finland after sustaining the injury at the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations in Côte d'Ivoire. Despite the injury, William became the player of the tournament and he is expected to return to play for Powak towards the end of the season. And finally, to athletics, as some home-based athletes in camp in Abuja say they are ready and looking forward to making the country proud by making podium finishes at the African Games.
It's a kind of determination, so we don't have to depend on what is being provided to us. So we have to improvise and do our best. So with what is on ground, I think we are good to go.
What we are just doing now is just the final phase for us to be able to get all the medals in the African Games.
The athletes who have been in camp in Abuja are expected to be joined by their foreign-based counterparts in Ghana for the Games. With sports updates, Ijoma Peter Wante, NTA News.
And sports update concludes our news bulletin tonight. We thank you very much for watching. Have a pleasant night rest.